Hi everyone, welcome to another KIB video. Thank you for joining. My name is Heather. I'm the Director of Education for Keep Indianapolis Beautiful, and I'm joined today by my good friend Dave, and we are going to show you how to be a plant scientist.
Hey, I'm Dave Schaefer. I'm the STEM teacher here at Skiles Test, and I am here assisting Heather with KIB. We are excited because we want you to get outside. It is a great time of year to be outside. It's summertime, of course. And to be a scientist, it's really simple. All you need is something to write with and our really cool downloadable data sheet that we have. Then just pick a plant. It could be a serviceberry tree like this. It could be a flower, could be a tomato plant out of the garden or whatever. And then you go out there and just do some exploring, and you're looking for changes over time.
So now I've got my data sheet, I've got my writing utensil, and I'm gonna go outside and find something that I wanna observe every day for 10 days. And I want it to be something that I can walk to, maybe it's nearby my home, and maybe it'll be a flower. And then the first thing I'm gonna do every day when I go outside to observe my flower is I'm gonna record the weather conditions of the day. Is it raining out? Is it sunny? Is it hot? Is it cold? I'm gonna make sure I write down the temperature, the weather, the time of day, because that might be different every day, what time I'm out here. So once I have all that recorded, I'm going to observe my flower, my plant, and I can observe anything I want. I might observe how many petals there are. I might observe the texture of the leaves. I might notice if there's a couple buds that haven't turned into flowers yet. And I'm just gonna make sure that every day I look really, really closely and write down exactly what I see.
Now we're looking at a tree, because if maybe instead of doing a flower, you'd rather a tree is more accessible near your house or just more interesting. This happens to be an apple tree. I love this because it actually gives me something that I can really observe over time. Here is where the apple is starting to grow, really, really small right now. One way to measure and for your observation would be to take a piece of string and you could wrap it around the side of the apple and then put that next to a ruler or a measuring tape, and then that could be one of your observations, is how big. And then we're watching this fruit over time. Right now I can say that it's smooth, it has it's green, and then just make sure I'm coming back to the same one. I could even put a piece of string on this branch right here and mark it so I'd remember exactly which apple or what part of the tree that I'm observing. So this time of year you can also choose something out of the garden. Here's a tomato plant, and we know this thing's gonna grow. This thing is still a baby. So again, one of the first things to do is take out that string that we used with our apple tree, and we can figure out how tall it is. And that could be one of our first observations that we make, okay? So we would take our pen and our data sheet, write that down. And then over time, again, we're just looking for changes. Like I can already see that this has some flowers. We're hoping to get some little baby tomatoes on here. This looks like it's going to be cherry tomatoes. So even in the next 10 days, we might see huge differences in height, in the fruit, and we just gotta make sure that we get them written down on the data sheet and then into KIB. So get out there and explore.
Once your data table is complete with 10 days of observation, you can take a picture of it and email it to KIB to receive a free packet of native perennial seeds. Thank you so much for joining, and to learn more, go to www.kibi.org/edu, and be sure to give us a follow on social media. Thanks everyone.
And get out there and explore. See ya.